actually an 8 o'clock meeting. There you go. I
Huh?
thought it was 8:30. I was wrong.
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it starts at 8. We're late, like always.
Thank you, Lee. Good morning. My name is Matthew Brewer, Chair of the CHA Board of Commissioners. On behalf of the Board of Commissioners, welcome to our remote meeting on behalf of the Board of Commissioners and to our remote viewers watching on live stream video broadcast, welcome to our September 2nd special board meeting. In accordance with the Open Meetings Act, this special meeting is called to discuss personnel-related matters under Section C2C1, purchase, sale, and lease of real estate property under Section 2C5 and 6, pending probable or imminent litigation under Section 2C11, settlement of claims under Section 2C12, and audit reviews under C29. Also, in accordance with the Open Meetings Act requirements and CHA board rules, the guidelines to hold a special meeting were followed. Advance notification of the meeting was sent via post mail and/or electronic mail to board members and resident leadership. The notice was also posted on our CHA website and on social media channels. The board secretary will now take a roll call to establish that we have a quorum.
Here. Here.
Here.
Here. Thank you, Lee. I will now present a motion to approve the order of the agenda, which is as follows. Centering thoughts from Commissioner Harris, followed by public testimony. After public testimony, we will meet for approximately 30 minutes in closed session to discuss matters in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. We will then have a presentation by staff and vote on the matter listed on the agenda. The meeting will then adjourn. Commissioners, may I have a second to approve the order of today's meeting agenda?
Second.
All in favor say aye. Are there any nays? Hearing none, the agenda is hereby approved. We will now have our centering thoughts from Commissioner Harris.
I don't think you're on.
I don't think we can hear you, Commissioner. And also for the record,
One,
Commissioner
two, three. Okay.
For the record,
Thank you.
Commissioner Washington has joined us as well.
Mhm. To our commissioners and to our guests and to the family of CHA, I just want to say that truly, this is a beautiful day because we have come together to make it a beautiful day. I want to share with you that as we move forward, that we will do that with such joy and with such love that people have to say, where did he or she come from? You're all special. I want you to realize that and to know that no one can do what you've been called to do. Remember that. No one can do what you've been called to do. And we've been called to the CHA to help the residents of CHA. And I know that as we continue to work together, that what we do will come from the heart. When it comes from the heart, it will reach the heart of those that we are serving. And so, with that, I want to say, continue to love, because that's the greatest gift that we have to offer. Love. Thank you.
Let the church say amen. Thank you, Commissioner Harris. Your words are always inspiring and uplifting. Now we will move into today's public participation for the general matters. And just for everyone here, I think has been here before, but I'm going to reiterate some of our public participation rules. Your attendance here is important and appreciated. Depending on the questions you ask, we may refer your questions directly to CEO Herlock, who may be able to provide you with an immediate response, or we may direct you to other staff. We also may need to contact you after the meeting to get more information, but rest assured your concerns will be addressed before our next scheduled meeting. To ensure that registered speakers get an opportunity to address the board, we will be enforcing our 2-minute limit. You will hear a ding or be notified when you have 15 seconds remaining. Additionally, speakers must appear individually and are not allowed to cede their time to another person. When called upon, please come to the podium. All comments must be addressed to me and not to individual members of the board or CHA staff. Disruptive behavior that impedes conducting board business is prohibited. If the board is unable to conduct business due to serious and continued disruption, I will either recess the meeting or adjourn the meeting to allow for removal of individuals. We have a total of 5 registered speakers. The following is the order in which speakers will be called. Daniel Lopez, Calvin Johnson, Michael Sullivan, Andrea Carson, and Mary Baggett. So we can start coming to the podium in that order. Responses to comments presented during public participation will be posted on CHA's website. If you have any written materials for the board, please give them to Lee, our board secretary. After the board meeting, she will distribute those materials to the board. Without further ado, our first registered speaker is Mr. Daniel Lopez. Good morning.
Sir. How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
I was here a few months ago about the list, and it came out one time under the last director, and then nothing has happened again.
You say the list, you mean the wait
For the
list?
contractors
Oh,
list.
contractors,
Yes,
yep.
yes. And you guys did get it out after the last meeting, and just trying to see it updated. I mean, it has not been updated in over like 6 months now. And from us on the contractor end, we have it by getting nothing, like there's nothing coming out of it. And I thought, this whole thing is to get people in homes, and feels like nothing's getting moved, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with that. Because under the guy that was here, he was making changes, and now it's just a stalemate. And I've tried to reach out to who that new head guy is a lot lately, and I can't get a call back. And it's just getting frustrating for us. And I got other contractors calling me also, and it's like, hey, I don't know. You guys got to come out and speak for yourself too on it all. But everyone, I don't know if they're scared or what.
Angela?
Thank you, Mr. Lopez. We are trying to make the list more accessible. I know that we're working towards getting it on the website, actually. Okay, I'm sorry. I was saying I know that we're trying to get on the. I was saying I know that we're trying to get on the website, and one of the other contractors just said it is on the website,
Oh,
so that
yeah.
you can actually go look at it, and it's for everyone to see.
It's not updating. When's the last time you seen it up?
No.
Friday. So first time, 1 in 6 months. So that's how it's going to be then, every 6 months.
No, it's going to be updated frequently. I think we reported at the last meeting that we were working through a new pilot program starting at Alkel, but by the end of the year it'll be roll out to everyone, all of the developments about the rotation. But you should be able to see where you are on the list right now.
And what's the pilot program at the
The
garden?
pilot program that we were rolling out was trying to make sure that the rotation was working properly, because it wasn't actually working properly. And so we had a pilot that was running at Alkel that is finishing up now. It'll flow out to all the development by the end of the year.
Gotcha. And that's just the contractors on the list, or is this
For the list, yes.
Yeah, because I know Man of Chicago has also done work out there with using their own contractors as
That
they
is
wish.
true. That is true. But we're requiring the way that we're moving is we're requiring the property managers to also use our rotation list.
Right.
So that we're all doing the same thing.
Exactly. Because that's where all the units are out on those properties. Yes, I get that. All right. I just appreciate it.
No problem.
One
Thank you
more
for
thing
your
too.
comments.
Last time where I was here, it was supposed to be a list too of any members that were CHA that do have companies, or they have relations with them, that was supposed to put out there. There was an email.
30
but
seconds
never
remaining.
seen no list yet.
I am not exactly aware of what you're talking about.
Any board members that have companies inside of CHA
Okay.
or have family members, there's supposed to be a list put out.
So let me have someone speak to you before we're going to break in a few minutes. Let me
Yeah.
have somebody speak to you about
Go ahead.
that.
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank
Guys,
you're welcome.
have a
Thank
good
you.
weekend.
Thank you.
for your comment.
Yeah, please. This character here.
To all the contractors in this room, Lopez included, CHA is changing. There's no more such thing as a continuation contract after contract after contract. You got to get in line. You have to wait to turn. And then we are in Section 3. Everyone that's come to CHA is a Section 3. You are not a Section 3 unless you hire residents. You ain't gonna hire residents, you can forget getting a contract. I'm a resident. It's about the people which you serve, which is us, the residents. So think about it.
And could I say something since the board don't decide not to address the issue this man keep bringing up? Nobody here at CHA own a company, and if they did, you need to let us know. Maybe you know something we don't know, because nobody here got a company. Why you keep bringing that up? I'm gonna have to address that because he keep coming to the mic saying the same thing, asking the same question. And last time, it didn't get addressed properly in our report. So I'm gonna address you right now, that if you know somebody got a company that's on this board, you need to say something. Stop asking us that.
We're gonna keep going.
Right, keep going, but I'm just saying, we gotta address what he asking.
Next up, we have Calvin Johnson. No Calvin Johnson? No Megatron? All right. Michael Sullivan?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pertaining to what Francine just said, hiring Section 3 CHA residents, I've done that in the past. But with me doing it in the past, I've hired 3 CHA residents, but I never got any work. So I've been harping on this for the past 7-8 years. I haven't got a contract for fire protection since 2018. Back in June of last year, it was told to CEO Tracy Scott when she congratulated me on being on the Sheffield Affordable. I'm not on that job. I wasn't on that job. And then she had me talk to Eric Garrett about it, who then said that he was told the same thing, who then pointed me to Ann McKenzie and Ellen Sargent. So I just been getting the runaround. They said that I was going to be out there. Ann McKenzie took me for a walk on a walkthrough, but then when we got out there, she said I had to bid against 3 other contractors. How am I bidding against 3 other contractors when I'm the only fire protection company in the Section 3 program? Let alone back in 2019 when they had to freeze up at Sheffield Affordable. They called me at 1 o'clock in the morning, 45 below temperature with the wind chill. I got out there to 3 o'clock in the morning and fixed the freeze up. Yet when they had to walk through on that project for those jobs, I went to 4 walkthroughs. I didn't get not one other 3 buildings, but
30
not just
seconds
one
remaining.
other 3 buildings. I didn't even get 3 floors. So now when I get to the walkthrough, I'm told that I have to bid against other people. I still haven't been out there. Now Lee Prater came along and she's been kind of transparent, but there's been no movement. Again, and I'm from Allgale Gardens. We just had 2 killings. 2 females get shot over the past few days. I've collected funding for the dead. Trying to help in the community, trying to do
Time
some
is
good in
up.
the community, but I need CHA to help also. I know CHA is not the be all to everything, but when it comes to the community, you guys can do more. I feel as though, as far as me being the only fire protection company in this program, I can be hiring some of the youth. Like I did before. It's hard getting them in the union, but I was teaching them how to do estimating so I can hire them in the administrative staff, but I can't even get anything from you guys. So I can't,
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. I have to stop you because of the 2-minute limit. You know that. But you have anything else?
I do. Mr. Sullivan, thank you again for your comments. I know that you and I have met. We are still working through trying to, fire protection happens when it happens. That's a particular type of job you do. When we talked, you did confirm for me that you do have other projects that you actually do with us that aren't fire protection. So you are getting work from us, not fire protection at this point in time, but we are trying to work to get to that point. But fire protection is a very particular type of trade. And when it's available, then you will get the opportunity. We are also trying to move from everyone having to bid on these projects, but the next person in rotation coming down the line. So we are trying to work through your issues on fire protection, but I am glad that you are getting other work. in
Madam
other
Hurlick,
trades.
I understand that, but there's been fire protection that I got called out to Lincoln Perry, which I was stopped on. There's fire protection at Sheffield Affordable. There's all kind of inspections that I can be doing and fire pump testing. So those are excuses to me at this point.
And like I said to you, we're trying to work through those issues and get it so that the rotation is working appropriately and so that we won't have to go through all of this bidding. that will have to go through the rotation. One part of that is this pilot program that happened in Alkeld, but it only can be the things that are actually needing to be repaired. That could sometimes be fire protection. It doesn't always have to be
it's not fire
protection.
protection in Allgale. I'm a fire protection expert, so I know that's not, and I'm from Allgale. So,
But there are some fire protection projects that are coming
I
up.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
May I
you.
ask you- I would just like to say that I was in Allgill this weekend, and I was made aware of the tragedy that took place with the young lady that had the 5 children. Two. Well, there are 2 incidents, yes. Yes, I was at both of them, and I did speak to the police. I just want you to know that we are concerned and that we make ourselves available to do whatever we can do to bring peace in our communities. And again, I just want to thank you for coming and sharing. And I want you to know that we will look into what you have given unto us. And I just want you to rest assured in that. Peace be
It's
unto you.
hard, Commissioner, because not only being a resident, I'm a former employee of CHA under Harold Washington administration, so I know how this thing works.
Thank you,
Can I
Commissioner
please
Harris.
say one thing? The same thing, this young man keep coming back. We trying to like move on from the past, right? And so you bringing up 2019, Sheffield, all those projects is done. And so hopefully that we can move forward in terms of the next project and stop keep talking about, and I can't tell you what to say, but you say this every month and those projects is gone and those people is gone.
No, not true.
So I'm sorry.
Projects are still going ongoing.
Thank you. Next up, we have Andrea Carson. Andrea is not here. Mary Baggett. Good morning.
Morning.
So I sent the commissioners a letter a month ago, maybe a month. I think it was a month ago. I didn't get a response from anyone pertaining to the APLA project. I think it's unfair, unjust that this project hasn't moved, but the fire is all built up. I don't think it's fair that Beverly, if I'm not saying it right, I apologize. But I don't think it's fair that he's playing an attorney with you guys when y'all come out to speak to me in my meetings. I know y'all have an attorney on your board that represents CHA. If his position is something different, he shouldn't be acting as an attorney for you guys. You all should do what's right by this project. It was a deal made with the fire and the community. We all signed off on it, from HUD to CHA to the alderman to the leadership. And nothing is moving with this project while people are living in deplorable conditions. And I just feel like you all don't care. You can't tell me you do. You can't tell me to trust you. I can't, because you all have done wrong already with this project and nothing is moving. And now y'all talking about March of 2026. Make it make sense. It doesn't.
Well, first, thank you for the comments. I will tell you we care. We mailed a response last week to the letter. We did receive it. We mailed a response last week, and it lays out a process to go forward. And you can come talk to us if you're not satisfied with it. But
No, I'm not, because March of
Well,
2026 and
did you
these
get the
people
letter?
are, I got the letter. They're packed up in boxes. They're being told by Leonard Langston, oh, unpack. That was just real negative for those residents. They didn't even like his statement. Like,
you got the letter
it's
from
not
me
fair.
last week.
I didn't get a letter from you
30
last week. I
seconds.
got a letter from Leonard Langston.
So I sent the letter last week.
I didn't get one from you.
Okay. So take a look at that and let's talk if we need to. But we're trying to address it.
Okay. But I didn't receive a letter from you.
Can we get her a copy?
Yep.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Oh, go ahead.
I do repeat what the board chair has said, and we've talked quite a bit of times, and we were together just on Friday, because we are making ourselves available to try to handle as much as we can. But we are going to get this project right. We are going to make sure that the residents at Brooks and Abla, they get what they were promised. And sometimes that means that we have to slow down for a minute to make sure that it gets done the right way. And I'm saying the same thing that I've been saying to you for months.
But we sat for 2 whole years fighting for what should have been done right in the
understand.
beginning.
I
It was
agree.
a signed, sealed deal contract. And
I
I don't think
agree.
CHA can go around breaking contracts that were made by the
I-
fire and the leadership.
The parts
HUD,
that I agree with you on
Alderman.
are that the promises that were made need to be kept. It wasn't in writing. We had to find it in writing and make sure you get the drawings that are needed and that it flows exactly how you want it
And we've
to
been
flow.
talking about these drawings, Ms. Herlock, for
Yeah.
almost 4 months now. It don't take that long to create drawings for a development
Time is up.
that you all have been working on for 2 years.
I beg to differ, but I don't want to argue. We are going to get you exactly what you deserve and exactly what you want. Each of those units need to be completely gut rehabbed and redeveloped, and that is what we're going to make sure happens.
I just keep hearing the same mumbo jumbo, and I don't feel like you all are trying to do anything. Some of you care, and some of you just don't. That's just my thought process of it. Y'all could take it how y'all wanna, but that's just how I
Appreciate your
feel from my heart and my
Mhm.
residents.
And as a
You
resident
can't
leader,
move
we
forward with Loomis
appreciate
Court. You can't move forward with Loomis Court, and you ain't move forward with Abla. You gotta make this make sense.
Mhm.
It's leading to another direction for me, for you all.
Thank you, Ms. Baggett.
Thank you, Ms. Baggett.
I say something,
Sure.
Mary. You're right, and we are tired of being tired. When it comes to the residents, everything is wait, wait, wait. We got to wait on this. We got to wait on that. We got to wait for the mayor to decide. We got new management firms. We have to wait to get our security firms. Everything that happens about us, the residents, just driving through CHA, going through CHA is frustrating. Have to wait on everything. Why do whatever happens to us have to be a decision of somebody else's? Why can't we go to do what we need to do? Let's just follow what they make. This is not our first rodeo. We've seen them come and we've seen them go, and we still here. So changes need to happen. With people in place or not, we need to do what we need to do because we as residents are suffering. We might walk around and go out and look, but to actually live there every day, you just don't know. It's hard. You go and live in your own block on somebody else's block, it's hard. And we've been riding through these developments every day, each other's places, and it's rough. We need to do what we got to do. We need to stop waiting on somebody else and just do it. We got, 'cause the longer we take, the more it's falling apart. And some people can't even see it. But we see it every day. It's becoming a problem. We need to do what we need to do instead of waiting. I don't care when a CEO get here, we in place, we need to make some decisions. We need to stop waiting. Everybody's getting paid and we are waiting. Waiting for what? I'm tired of waiting. Wait for the mailman, wait for CHA, wait in line at the grocery store, wait at the laundromat. Our lives is wait, wait, wait on predicated on somebody else's decision. So if somebody don't do something quick, we gonna do something. All I got to say, let's do what we need to do. I'm tired of waiting.
Thank
We are
you.
tired.
Thanks, Francine. I would like to thank our registered speakers for signing up to address the board. Responses for all comments received today will be distributed at the next board meeting and also posted on our CHA website. I will now present a motion to go into closed meeting for approximately 30 minutes. May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Are there any nays? Hearing none, we'll be back in approximately 30 minutes to vote on the agenda item.
Today is our 17th annual CHA Operation Warm event. We have over 2,000 CHA families who will descend upon the UIC Forum today to pick up brand new winter coats for their children and participate in our resource fair with over 30 organizations this year. This event is so important for our families and well known. They look forward to it. We have families who no longer have children who are eligible for coats who still want to attend because of all of the giveaways and the resources and the service fair. They can get their free flu shot or a COVID booster. They can get brand new books through the Book Rich Environments Initiative with the National Book Foundation.
Yes, this is our largest event of the year every year, with 5,000 coats being given away, and we call it more than a coat. People are not only getting warmth for their kids, but the kids are getting confidence and they're getting hope, and the families are getting connected with these great social services.
I give my kids some coats and other stuff that they have every year. It's really nice. I appreciate that they give out food. I appreciate the comment, the lights, those things come in handy. The books, definitely, and just medical help that they might give, the advice when they have people coming to give people free phones. I like the energy, the DJ as well. The music, it's a vibe.
It's about some people.
I came to get some coats for the kids. Hey, Alvin. Very helpful. It's a blessing that you guys do this every year for like the people in need, you know.
So I'm getting some books, some snacks, and some jackets. I think they good, and we're gonna for sure use them for the winter.
17 years in to putting on this event, we are approaching 200,000 coats that we've distributed to well over 40,000 families.
This is the final phase of what will be almost 800 units of rental and for sale housing on what was called the extension north of Cabrini Green.
Today we are taking another step forward, bringing more affordable options to residents and bringing restoration and revival to the name Cabrini Green.
You know, today is an amazing day. We are here to celebrate the last phase of Parkside, starting groundbreaking. And we're so excited about the new units that will come online, bringing back families who have waited for so long to come back to this land.
So I started at CHA 25 years ago. So that's how far back I've known about Cabrini and Peter's involvement in this project. And then I started becoming involved as a project manager on this 10 years ago. So I am so excited and happy to be here today to see the fruition of all of this hard work, not only from CHA and all of the team members over all these years, but with Peter and his team, like his dedication to making sure that this is a successful mixed income community.
This is the culmination of that decision. This is bringing back families. This is having amenities. This is really, really working with the people who live here to have exactly what they deserve. And so that's why this is so important.
I recently just lost my grandmother, and she was really the financial backing for what we was living at. And so once she died, everything fell on me. So I actually got caught at the right time because I really needed this.
Restore Home is an initiative to bring back online, vacant buildings that CHA has had, in some cases for years, have been vacant. The full building has been vacant. CHA owns hundreds of buildings throughout the city, but in this case, we have some 2 flats, 3 flats, small apartment buildings that have been vacant for a long time, and we want to make those available for families off of our public housing waiting list, and so we have been committed to doing this in a very short time frame to bring those and make those available to families.
It was a relief because I just was so worried that I wouldn't find a place to stay and it would be too late. I thought I was gonna be homeless. So it was a relief when I got called. Amazing because like you said, it was up and running in November. By December I was called. Beginning of April I was moved in. It definitely working and y'all doing what you said you was gonna do. So I'm very happy and excited. They brought a new refrigerator, new stove. Everything was brand new in here, which I love. It's a nice half a bathroom downstairs and a whole bathroom upstairs. And my oldest daughter, she have her own bedroom, which she loves because she want her own space.
This is what we should be focused on at all times, which is providing quality living environments in strong communities that help families move forward. And so this is just an example, but we do it every single day and we will continue to do it.
I felt like it was a weight lifted off my shoulders because I was worried about where we was gonna go. Because my grandmother had, everything was coming from her income. And after she died, I just was worried my kids won't have a place to stay. So this was God's plan.
On Saturday, January 25th, approximately around 7 p.m. in the evening, the building experienced a pipe break on the supply to the fire system. This occurred in the crawl space of the building, and what happened after that occurred was the basement, which houses all of the heating and domestic hot water systems, critical systems for the building. That area was flooded with water.
The water and how quickly it was coming overtook the pumps that were in that lower level of the boiler room to address any water, completely overwhelmed those pumps. We all dropped everything that we were doing to make sure our residents were safe, and we were able to move them efficiently and again safely to a temporary hotel stay.
Oh, it was good. You know, we had 3 meals and it was good. You know, at least we weren't outside and we weren't hungry. So I thank God for that.
I think that the city did a good job. I think that CHA did a good job in regards to this impromptu experience. The act of God, you know, pipes bursting and all of that. And I think that the team was coordinated properly. Respect was there for our seniors.
It's coordination within CHA, but also with our partners in various city departments as well.
So CHA had to work along with the private property management firm to shore up vendors and contractors to come in, do assessments, and do immediate emergency repairs to get the systems back online.
It's a huge deal. It takes more than just CHA to move 391 households safely and quickly.
And I thank God for CHA for putting us up so quick. And, you know, in that time, they had us up and out of here so quick. So I'm glad about that.
Across the board here at CHA, they make it their personal duty to make sure our residents are taken care of, and we leave no stone unturned.
Today we held our Take Flight Networking and Recruitment event.
It's a mid-year check-in event that sole purpose is to make sure that CHA scholars are on track to graduate. You know, personally, it's important to make sure that CHA scholars graduate and obtain their degrees, but it's also critical that they obtain gainful employment afterwards. And today they were able to have that opportunity to network with recruiters from 24 different organizations.
I just want to encourage y'all to just keep going. Don't ever stop. So you never know how close you're going to be. And you didn't come this far just to come this far. You know what I mean? So stay encouraged. Don't ever give up. Keep fighting.
I think this is helpful because it not only gives us an open eye to the jobs that are out here and willing to help youth. So I think it is a good thing that they are doing this because we're able to not only to connect with these jobs, but get jobs and internships through them for future careers.
I'm looking for some connections, you know, I'm trying to find an internship, looking for a full-time job after school. I'm about to graduate this December, so it's very beneficial. I mean, with me finding out about this program, it's like giving me the opportunity to go out and find work, you know, to connect with different professionals and everything. And it's also like good for the people that's living in our community, you know, like a lot of people behind the CHA scenes, like who are not doing too much with their lives and who want to do much more with their lives. This is like a good way to get them out there.
So CHA, would just say thank you for the opportunity. This is amazing for the community, and we're not even in our communities. It brings us out of our communities to get comfortable with other spaces that we've probably never even seen before. It allows us to be introduced to different careers and businesses. So if you missed out, next time you need to come.
I've been in a Level Up program for about 2 years now. The program has been super beneficial. I feel like I've been connected to so many resources and offers so much opportunity that I would be a fool to pass it up. Within the first 90 days, even just speaking with my Level Up coach, I was able to receive a stipend of $250, accredited to my account. And just the resources that they have for schooling to help advance you in your career and stuff like that. It's just so it's just so uplifting.
Today we're at the 2024 CHA Senior Gala at the Hyatt Regency Chicago. Today's event's theme is Have a Funky Good Time. This event is my why. It's why I do what I do to make sure seniors are safe, that they have a good time, that they're feeling heard and seen.
This is my first time and I am having a ball. Wish you were here. The holiday season should bring you joy. The holiday season should bring you peace. But if it doesn't, come to one of these events and you can meet new people, have a new adventure, have some good food, and some great entertainment.
Yay, Shay! From Stage 3 to Lake Street. I feel so overjoyed and happy, especially to see some people that I haven't really seen in a long time. It just brings a joy to see some of my former co-workers too. I'll be so happy. I'll be so full of joy and so happy, especially at this time of year.
And it just makes my heart sing to see them having a good time every December.
We're here to celebrate homeownership. We're really here to just celebrate and acknowledge all of our current CTO homeowners, along with those who are coming through the pipeline on their way to purchase homes. And we also have a few people in the room who are interested in homeownership. And so we're just coming together as a team to show appreciation, to provide resources. We have a ton of vendors that are here to educate, to support, to give them the things that they need and help. Also, there's a breakout session, 2 of them in fact, that they're going to learn about will and estate planning along with a DIY session from Lowe's. And then we're going to all come back together as a group to have a panel discussion to talk about the unexpected things that can happen in homeownership and how do you properly address those things.
I'm a new homeowner. I just closed on my home on April 28th. I was looking for resources, primarily financial resources to help with some home repairs, but also the opportunity to be able to engage in some do-it-yourself projects, things that I can afford to do on my own.
I think it's important for CHA to have these types of programs because this is how we help our residents. Our residents want a safe place to live, and they want to start that out with 4 walls, but their aspiration, some of them, is to actually go on to own their own homes. I know how important that is. My parents still live in the home they bought when I was 12, and that stability is what gave my sister and I the stability to go on, to go to college, to have careers and those types of things.
I came here because I've been looking at the Choose to Own program for a while now because I know that I want to purchase a home. I want a place for me and my kids to have our own backyard, our own space, and just a community that, you know, that they can say that they grew up in, right? But I wasn't sure if CTO was the track for me. But when I learned that they had this forum, I just wanted to be able to talk to other people who already went through the program and hear about their experiences. And when I read what this forum was about and that's what included, like people who already been through the process and people who's looking to go through the process, so that was like, that's me. So that's why I'm here.
Homeownership is just one little piece of it. When you can stake your claim, have the stability of living in a home, not having to move from place to place, you can then work on all the other things that you have in life and attain your other dreams. And so that's why it's so important that CHA is doing this.
Today, we are pampering 150 CHA moms in celebration of Mother's Day. So we are so excited to once again partner with the Daisy Foundation, who are putting together this wonderful day of pampering for CHA moms. They're getting a full makeover that includes hairstyling, makeup, a brand new outfit, an opportunity to take before and after photos.
I'm here today to celebrate Mother's Day and also to get a makeover from the Chicago's finest. This is my first time. I love it. Great energy. Everybody is welcoming, warming, and they're asking you, are you okay? You need anything? Very attentive, and they're supporting us.
So we are so excited. This is our 4th year of partnership with Chicago Housing Authority, and we're so honored to celebrate, to pamper, to love on 150 moms. When you think about the adversities that they've had, different things that they've had to go through, whether from COVID, aftermath of that, through illness, through life adversities, it's truly, truly touching to see them smile from the inside out. And our goal is to bring joy.
We're here for a Mother's Day makeover. It's going great. It's bigger than it was last year. It's great. People came out and they doing hair. See, I got my hair did, got my makeup did. Yes, I'm enjoying it. Yes.
So this is just a way to say thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. You are valued. You are needed. We wouldn't be who we are without you. So we're so grateful.
I first heard about the down payment program through a CHA worker, Ashley, and she called and she thought it would be a good program for me to apply for.
So the CHA's Down Payment Assistance Program is a program that delivers a $20,000 grant for first-time home buyers. They can use this down payment assistance towards closing costs and down payment assistance.
And going over everything and me signing all the documents for the grants and the home and the title and everything, and it was just so surreal. And it really didn't hit me until I got the keys in my hand and came in, and I was like, okay, like this is mine finally. Like middle class, so it's not a lot of resources I feel like that's in that group of people. So we don't qualify for certain benefits for low class, but we do need some assistance. And I think that's where the DPA program, the DPA grant comes in hand for.
This down payment assistance can help to lower their monthly mortgage amounts and make it more affordable.
I think people don't realize that you can become homeowners. In my immediate family, I am the first homeowner in my immediate family. So I'm telling everyone.
That experience is the best experience I ever had. It was fun, it was exciting, and it was meaningful and rememberable. It was meaningful because I have been searching for a drone class, and every time I would find a drone class, it was mostly online, not hands-on. When I came here, I didn't expect to have the experience of actually flying a drone. And I'm excited that I had the opportunity to do so.
We are partnering once again with the Daisy Foundation to provide a day of pampering for nearly 200 CHA moms. Every mom today will come in and take a before and after photo, and in between, will have their hair styled, their makeup done, including brows and eyelashes, and then they get to pick out a brand new dress courtesy of Banana Republic and Meyer.
I cannot believe it's been 5 years. We literally launched this in the pandemic. We connected with the CHA community leadership team, and it's been all she wrote from there. And it's just been so rewarding. It is a true testament of partnership and collaboration when you have a really great mission. And the whole goal is to love on the moms, on all the moms at our partnering organizations that we work together on, bringing them together to make them feel valued, seen, and appreciated.
It's your girl, Nikita, and I'm here with Daisy and CHA, this wonderful event. Just got my face beat, just got this wonderful dress, and it's amazing. I'm about to have some lunch. Graduated college on Saturday, so I did a lot of events with the school. So this was perfect. I'm like, sure, when they said if I could make it, I said, yeah. They wanted to know if I had plans, and I'm like, no, like my birthday's tomorrow, but this is great.
I'm so excited because and explain you, oh, this is for hair, this is for makeup. Everyone is so nice in this place. I'm so happy for next year coming back.
And it's just been very, very rewarding. Our goal is really to make sure that we fill their cups and that they're smiling from the inside out. And every year we elevate, it gets bigger and grander, and next year we will top this one.
We are at our 14th annual Take Flight College reception. We are celebrating 200 CHA youth from across the city of Chicago heading off to colleges all around the United States.
It's still kind of shocking at the same time because, you know, not a lot of people go to college, and then not a lot of people go to college to play sports. And so I'm so forever grateful for that. Like, my mom sacrificed a lot for me during my high school years. My mom, my dad. So it means a lot to me because I know a lot of people that go to my school, my high school, or that go to school that don't got parent support at all and are struggling. And to have my parents care so much about me and do a lot, sacrifice the stuff they do for me is very, very, it helps me so much, and it's very, like, I'm very big on it. I appreciate that a lot.
So my emotion is over the moon. This is such a huge accomplishment for my son. And I'm so proud that he went the distance and stood strong in what he was doing.
Well, I'm here to see more opportunities before I go off to college and meet new people and make new connections. Okay. That there's a lot of opportunities and there's like different ways to like branch out, and there's a lot of support. So that people should take advantage of it because it's not always going to be here.
I want to say to CHA, thank you, thank you, thank you. You made it not hard on a parent to be able to not to think about rent and to be able to focus on the bigger picture. And I just want to say thank you.
It is so good to be with all of you today. I think there's just something about sitting here, right, and looking into the courtyard that gets us in our feels. To think about having been here about a year and a half ago. Here we were for a groundbreaking, and we were looking around, empty space, what used to be Magic Club, at the end of the 606 near Longdale. And all I could do was imagine what this place would look like.
Encuentro Square is such a great project. It is a completely affordable project with 89 units, 34 of which are for folks that are 60% of AMI or lower, and 55 of which are for CHA families.
Simply thrilled to be here at this grand opening of Encuentro Square Phase 1.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying to work on a transaction for so long and get into so many details and get into the weeds. And there are times you feel like it's never ever going to come to fruition. And the fact that we all came together, all the public funders, everybody that worked so hard on it, it just felt so great.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change has come. You are my energy. You are my energy. You are my energy.
It means that we have this moment where we can capture stories of success, right? Stories of overcoming struggle, both in the efforts to have this moment today.
I mean, it was 18 years of listening to resident stories, which were filled with a lot of joy, a lot of love, and a lot of, hard things to learn and hear.
It is so good to be with all of you today. I think there's just something about sitting here, right, and looking into the courtyard that gets us in our feels. To think about having been here about a year and a half ago. Here we were for a groundbreaking, and we were looking around, empty space, what used to be Magic Club, at the end of a 606 near Longdale. And all I could do was imagine what this place would look like.
Encuentro Square is such a great project. It is a completely affordable project with 89 units, 34 of which are for folks that are 60% of AMI or lower, and 55 of which are for CHA families.
Simply thrilled to be here at this grand opening of Encuentro Square Phase 1.
Yeah. It's so satisfying to work on a transaction for so long and get into so many details and get into the weeds. And there are times you feel like it's never ever going to come to fruition, and the fact that we all came together, all the public funders, everybody that worked so hard on it, it just felt so great.
We're here to celebrate homeownership. We're really here to just celebrate and acknowledge all of our current CTO homeowners, along with those who are coming through the pipeline on their way to purchase homes. And we also have a few people in the room who are interested in homeownership. And so we're just coming together as a team to show appreciation, to provide resources. We have a ton of vendors that are here to educate, to support, to give them the things that they need and help. Also, there's a breakout session, 2 of them in fact, that they're going to learn about will and estate planning, along with a DIY session from Lowe's. And then we're going to all come back together as a group to have a panel discussion to talk about the unexpected things that can happen in homeownership and how do you properly address those things.
I'm a new homeowner. I just closed on my home on April 28th. I was looking for resources, primarily financial resources to help with some home repairs, but also the opportunity to be able to engage in some do-it-yourself projects, things that I can afford to do on my own.
I think it's important for CHA to have these types of programs because this is how we help our residents. Our residents want a safe place to live, and they want to start that out with 4 walls, but their aspiration, some of them, is to actually go on to own their own homes. I know how important that is. My parents still live in the home they bought when I was 12, and that stability is what gave my sister and I the stability to go on, to go to college, to have careers and those types of things.
I came here because I've been looking at the Choose to Own program for a while now, because I know that I want to purchase a home. I want a place for me and my kids to have our own backyard, our own space, and just a community that, you know, that they can say that they grew up in, right? But I wasn't sure if CTO was the track for me. But when I learned that they had this forum, I just wanted to be able to talk to other people who already went through the program and hear about their experiences. And when I read what this forum was about and that that's what included, like people who already been through the process and people who's looking to go through the process, so that was like, that's me. So that's why I'm here.
Homeownership is just one little piece of it. When you can stake your claim, have the stability of living in a home, not having to move from place to place, you can then work on all the other things that you have in life and attain your other dreams. And so that's why it's so important that CHA is doing this.
This is the final phase of what will be almost 800 units of rental and for sale housing on what was called the extension north of Cabrini Green.
Today we are taking another step forward, bringing more affordable options to residents and bringing restoration and revival to the name Cabrini Green.
You know, today is an amazing day. We are here to celebrate the last phase of Parkside starting groundbreaking. And we're so excited about the new units that will come online, bringing back families who have waited for so long to come back to this land.
So I started at CHA 25 years ago. So that's how far back I've known about Cabrini and Peter's involvement in this project. And then I started becoming involved as a project manager on this 10 years ago. So I am so excited and happy to be here today to see the fruition of all of this hard work, not only from CHA and all of the team members over all these years, but with Peter and his team, like his dedication to making sure that this is a successful mixed income community.
This is the culmination of that decision. This is bringing back families. This is having amenities. This is really, really working with the people who live here to have exactly what they deserve. And so that's why this is so important.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change has come.
You are my energy. You are my energy. You are my energy.
It means that we have this moment where we can capture stories of success, right? Stories of overcoming struggle, both in the efforts to have this moment today.
I mean, it was 18 years of listening to resident stories, which were filled with a lot of joy, a lot of love, and a lot of, hard things to learn and hear.
I've been in a Level Up program for about 2 years now. The program has been super beneficial. I feel like I've been connected to so many resources and offers so much opportunity that I would be a fool to pass it up. Within the first 90 days, even just speaking with my Level Up coach, I was able to receive a stipend of $250, accredited to my account. And just the resources that they have for schooling to help advance you in your career and stuff like that. It's just so it's just so uplifting.
That experience is the best experience I ever had. It was fun, it was exciting, and it was meaningful and rememberable. But it was meaningful because I have been searching for a drone class, and every time I would find a drone class, it was mostly online, not hands-on. When I came here, I didn't expect to have the experience of actually flying a drone. And I'm excited that I had the opportunity to do so.
Today we
are pampering 150 CHA moms in celebration of Mother's Day. So we are so excited to once again partner with the Daisy Foundation, who are putting together this wonderful day of pampering for CHA moms. They're getting a full makeover that includes hairstyling, makeup, a brand new outfit, an opportunity to take before and after photos.
I'm here today to celebrate Mother's Day and also to get a makeover from the Chicago's finest. This is my first time. I love it. Great energy. Everybody is welcoming, warming, and they're asking you, are you okay? You need anything? Very attentive, and they're supporting us.
So we are so excited. This is our 4th year of partnership with Chicago Housing Authority, and we're so honored to celebrate, to pamper, to love on 150 moms. When you think about the adversities that they've had, different things that they've had to go through, whether from COVID, aftermath of that, through illness, through life adversities, it's truly, truly touching to see them smile from the inside out. And our goal is to bring joy.
We're here for a Mother's Day makeover. It's going great. It's bigger than it was last year. It's great. People came out and they doing hair. See, I got my hair did, got my makeup did. Yes, I'm enjoying it. Yes.
So this is just a way to say thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. You are valued. You are needed. We wouldn't be who we are without you. So we're so grateful.
I recently just lost my grandmother, and she was really the financial backing for where we was living at. And so once she died, everything fell on me. So I actually got caught at the right time because I really needed this.
Restore Home is an initiative to bring back online, vacant buildings that CHA has had, in some cases for years, have been vacant. The full building has been vacant. CHA owns hundreds of buildings throughout the city, but in this case, we have some 2 flats, 3 flats, small apartment buildings that have been vacant for a long time, and we want to make those available for families off of our public housing waiting list. And so we have been committed to doing this in a very short time frame to bring those and make those available to families.
It was a relief because I just was so worried that I wouldn't find a place to stay, and it would be too late. I thought I was gonna be homeless. So it was a relief when I got called. Amazing, because like you said, it was up and running in November. By December, I was called. Beginning of April, I was moved in. It definitely working. Y'all doing what you said you were gonna do. So I'm very happy and excited. They brought a new refrigerator, new stove. Everything was brand new in here, which I love. It's a nice half a bathroom downstairs and a whole bathroom upstairs. And my oldest daughter, she have her own bedroom, which she loved because she want her own space.
This is what we should be focused on at all times, which is providing quality living environments in strong communities that help families move forward. And so if this is just an example, but we do it every single day and we will continue to do it.
I felt like it was a weight lifted off my shoulders because I was worried about where we was gonna go. Because my grandmother had, everything was coming from her, and
Gutierrez,
Here.
Commissioner Harris, Commissioner Malone, Commissioner Matenki,
Here.
Commissioner Parker,
Here.
Commissioner Washington,
Here.
Commissioner Brewer.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Lee. As most of you know, our interim CEO, Angela Herlock, has submitted her resignation to the mayor and the board, and I must say we reluctantly accept her resignation. As most of you know, we found ourselves at the end of October in a situation where we needed an interim CEO. And Angela is a rock star in the housing and development space, agreed to step in as our interim CEO. And the idea at the time, the agreement, was that she would step in and serve as interim CEO until we had a replacement who was slated to start on July 1st. That time has come and that time has passed. And Angela, against her, all of her obligations, agreed to continue and remain with us until now as our interim CEO. Having stability in times of transition is extremely important. And with an organization as dynamic as ours, there's a million different directions the boat could go. Angela stepped in, brought her expertise to bear, found some soft spots in the organization and firmed them up. And we are stronger as a result today because of the service and the work that Angela provided to the organization. And so I want to thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
For your commitment, your dedication, your vision. And this is just a small token, but we wanted to give you some flowers that reflect our appreciation for everything you've done for us. I also want to open it up to other commissioners to share remarks. And, I'll go first. Because I know she's about to go to church. I'll go first. The only thing I'll say is that I've worked alongside you for many years now. I have learned a lot from you in terms of leadership, in terms of housing, in terms of being gracious, even amongst chaos. And we've talked through many situations, and it's been truly a pleasure. And so just thank you.
Since I'm the elder, I'd like for all the commissioners to stand with me. Angela Herlock. Angela Herlock. One who has stood in the gap for so many people. To me, you're like a Harriet Tubman, taking the people from one place to a place of freedom. You have the heart for that. I see that. I recognize that about you. Compassionate, caring, loving. You carried a lot of weight, a lot of things you've had to carry. And sometimes when you've left CHA, you had to go and cry, let your heart out and talk to the one whom you believe in and to let him know that you really, really have a heart for the people. We as a board feel that, we know that, we salute you and we celebrate you because we're one and we'll always be one, working together for the people of the Chicago Housing Authority. We really care. I mean, we have our different ways, but I want to say that under your leadership, truly, you've been a guiding star and a light to all of us. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart and from their hearts to your heart and to the hearts of the people that we serve. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Go ahead.
It's been a wild ride, and despite what sometimes comes out in the paper, this has been incredibly planful on your part to make positive change for the organization so that we can take better care of our residents. And I have known you for decades, and I've never seen you do this before, but you do it beautifully. Thank you. And I'm really going to miss your leadership here.
So,
I met you as a stranger. I took you as a friend. When you sat at that table, I didn't know where you was coming from, but people see what they want to see. When people want something from you, think you ain't doing what you should be doing, then they have this grunt or dislike for you. But me, it don't matter. You have always been fair. But if anybody say anything about the residents, you try to smooth it out. You will come out and see. You always look to me. You look for a win-win. I really appreciate you for always being fair. That's the only thing you can ask. And if you ever lied to me, you didn't tell me. I didn't find out. I didn't find out. I didn't find out. So I think you was very good for this organization. Not a whole lot for the organization, but not a whole lot of folks because you didn't always agree with the status quo. You went to do the right thing, which was fair. A lot of people don't like you for that because when they have something they really want done, they think you should do what they want to do. But I've seen people come and I've seen them go. And it's going to be rough, but you know what? This is not our first rodeo. If we as residents have to fight, you have not been to fight till you have fought with us. We can fight. And we fight dirty pool, for real. We do, but I'm going to really, hopefully you can stay. If not, I'm going to really miss you, but I know where you at. You have been an inspiration just by being fair. Always ask that you be fair. And you did what you said you was going to do and you came here. A lot of folks don't see it. But you got to take it for what it is instead of what you want it to be. Look at life for what it is that you want it to be. A lot of folks don't do that. But I really appreciate you now, and I appreciate you then. I appreciate you for having a day. Much blessings to you for life.
thank you. And so what I wanted to say is that when you came up on the board, what I really appreciated most is the way you had an open heart, an open mind for the residents. But then what I learned from working with you was that how you opened up to the board itself. I'm talking more about your role as a board chair. I'm sorry, I know you're leaving as a CEO, but as a chair, you made it fair to all the members. I love the way that if somebody said something about one of us, then they said something about all of us. You always protected your board, and so I am grateful to you for that and the leadership. Even when, like you say, when I come to you about issues or family issues, you always saying like you was an ear, and so I really, really, really appreciate you, and I thank you for having a heart to go ahead and step into the role and try to make the ship go straight. And so I appreciate you for that. Thank you.
Well, I'd just like to echo what everybody has said. I've learned so much from you, the way that you handle yourself in these situations. I think leadership is not easy, and you make it look easy, but it's not. And I think we all know that. You care deeply for the residents. You care deeply about the staff. And ever since I got on the board, I've known that you care deeply about this board. So thank you so much for everything that you've done for all of us and everything you've taught us. You've been amazing. Thank you.
So, Angela, I just want to say thank you for your service. I really see how you put your heart and soul into this work, and you've been a great example for me in supporting the work that we do here. And I really, really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. So, thank you for all your work and support.
I know I speak for the entire board, the staff, the residents, the people you've dealt with, that you've changed lives, you've made a difference, and you've certainly made us better as an organization and as people. So thank you for everything. Do one more. Would you like to say a few words?
Very few, because those of you know I'm a crybaby. But thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for just trusting that, I would try to do the right thing. It doesn't always go easy. It doesn't always go as planned. but I trust you for just believing that when I said I was going to do something, you helped me to try to get to that doing that something, even if it didn't go as planned. I definitely want to say to the staff, you guys are amazing. I thank you for every single day. I thank you for the residents, particularly the resident leaders who it's not easy to be a leader and it's not easy to be a resident leader. And so I thank you for just the way that you've allowed me to come in and get to know you and work with you as well. And to all of our stakeholders, wherever you are in that place, this is hard work. We work for families, and I'm grateful, first of all, and I just thank God just for an opportunity to serve His people, because that's who these people are. These are His people. Every single one of us are His children, and I am only serving His people. So thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you, Angela. Angela has led us through a very important period of transition. As we sit here today, we still remain in a period of transition. So with that, I wanted to provide a little bit of an update on our plans for approving a new CEO. As you might recall, it was the end of last year when we announced that we were starting our search for a new CEO and that we would have someone in place by July 1st. Since then, we have worked with the mayor's office, assembled a committee, and hired an third-party search firm to go out and conduct a national search to identify candidates. It was a successful process. We identified very many strong candidates. We identified many great candidates. We submitted those to the mayor. The mayor identified Alderman Burnett as his pick. Initially, our plan for today was to vote on the mayor's nomination for CEO. Since we posted notice for this meeting, we received a communication from HUD requesting that we hold off on voting on the mayor's nomination until HUD determines whether a waiver is required for conflict of interest. And so we find ourselves in this scenario today where it is Angela's last day. We're unable to vote on the mayor's nomination for CEO today. And so we're temporarily transferring signature authority, and Commissioner Matenke will present that resolution shortly. It's an unusual and unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in during this time of transition, but we've been here before. And we will remain committed to making sure the CHA works the way it's supposed to work, that we're serving our residents, that our staff is empowered to do their jobs, and that we're continue to function as a well-oiled machine. I will personally step in and work with management during this period, though we don't expect this transition period to last very long. We are working with the city still and hope to plan to have a CEO announcement in the next couple weeks. We'll continue to remain transparent with you about where we're at in this process. And once again, I want to thank Angela and also the entire management team, the entire staff, our residents, our entire ecosystem that move the wheels of this organization forward on a daily basis. And so with that, I'm going to give the gavel to our Vice Chair Matenke to present our signature authority resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have one item for the board's consideration on today's agenda. Item number 1, appointment, authority, and delegation of signature authority of Chief Executive Officer will be presented by James Bebley, the Chief Operations Officer. Mr. Bebley.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chairman. Whereas Angela Herlock, Board Chairwoman of the Chicago Housing Authority's Board of
Talk in the mic.
James.
Agreed. Can you hear me?
Yeah, if you hold it closer.
Whereas Angela Herlock, Board Chairwoman of the Chicago Housing Authority's Board of Commissioners agreed to serve as interim chief executive officer of the CHA. And whereas Angela Herlock, after faithfully serving the Chicago Housing Authority, tendered her resignation as chief executive officer of the Chicago Housing Authority, effective as of the end of the day on September 2nd, 2025. And whereas Matthew Brewer, chairman and commissioner of the Board of Commissioners of the Chicago Housing Authority, has been offered supervisory and management responsibility over all Chicago Housing Authority operations, programs, and activities of the Chicago Housing Authority. Therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of Chicago Housing Authority that Matthew Brewer, Chairman and Commissioner of the Board of Commissioners of the Chicago Housing Authority, shall act as operating chairman and is hereby granted supervisory and management responsibility over all Chicago Housing Authority operations, programs, and activities, all to be exercised in accordance with the approved policies and procedures of the Chicago Housing Authority. That Matthew Brewer, operating chairman and commissioner of the Chicago Housing Authority, to have the following authority in his capacity as operating chairman and commissioner. Number one, signature authority to execute, including but not limited to bonds, leases, mortgages, contracts, grant applications, grants, correspondence, payroll, and operations, bank drafts, transfers of funds, and other legal and official documents necessary for the operation of the Chicago Housing Authority. And two, delegation authority to appoint appropriate Chicago Housing Authority employees as designees to sign contracts, bonds, leases, mortgages, grant applications, grants, correspondence, payroll, operations, bank drafts, transfers of funds, and other legal and official documents as he deems necessary for the efficient operation of the Chicago Housing Authority. And number three, any other applicable authority in accordance with the law.
Commissioners, do you have any comments or questions relating to item number one? Yes, Dr. Harris.
I just want to say, I'd like to say, let it be written that this board of directors has followed the orders properly, the order, in that we received the nomination from the Mayor Johnson. We recognize his request, and then we recognize the request of HUD. And that is the order that is to be done. And I want the public to know that and to recognize that, so that as a board, we're not out of order, but we are in order in the way that we are proceeding with what has been shared.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other questions or comments, Commissioners? Commissioner Washington.
I'll comment at the end.
Okay. Hearing no other questions or comments, I will present a motion for approval of item number one. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed votes, abstentions, or recusals? Hearing none, item number one is approved. Congratulations.
Thank you. I want to assure our residents, our staff, and the public that we are in good shape and that we will continue to operate the way that we're supposed to. I also want to make it clear that this is a temporary situation that we're in, and that our first order of business is to install a permanent CEO for the benefit of everyone. We don't take that lightly. We understand our obligations to the residents. We understand the importance of the work our staff does. And so we don't take that lightly at all. But in the meantime, I will be personally coming in, parachuting in, if you will, and working closely with everyone here. I know Commissioner Washington has some thoughts as well. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but this is the last thing on the meeting.
Okay. Well, thank you all and you said to me what you had to say, but it's okay. We've been through this before. But don't nothing down by the 16. Forget the mayor and everyone else. We're gonna do what we have to do as residents. We are the only ones that's suffering around here. Everybody else, oh, thank Brewer for signature authority. Other than that, employees, y'all wouldn't be getting paid this payday. Thank Brewer for that. 'Cause y'all get paid now. But thank y'all, but it ain't over till it's over. And we are just tired. I mean, we are tired. Don't know nothing about 16. We gonna hire our management firms, our security firms. We're gonna do what we have to do for the residents. It's not about everybody's field. It's not about that fifth floor. It's about us. All this is about us, the residents, which you serve. And right now, we're being half served. And whatever may come, we're ready. We are ready. Like I said, this is not our first rodeo. It won't be the last. And we still standing.
Thank you, Commissioner Washington. Since
Are you?
Commissioner Parker? Oh, I'm doing the adjournment.
Oh, you do? I think I do.
Now y'all confused.
I'm going to do it because I think it's back to the regular. board
Okay.
meeting. So since there are no additional voting items to come before this board, may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Are there any nays? The special meeting of September 2nd is hereby adjourned. As a reminder, our next committee/board meetings are scheduled for Tuesday, September 26th. Thank you, everybody.
16th? 16th.
September 16th. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.